Welcome back.
Hi, Chloe.
Hey, Chloe.
Hello.
So you tell me she's the best character
A
in
bit
this
better,
game.
thank you.
I'm fine, thank you.
So you guys have been telling me that she's apparently
Tired.
the best character
Thanks.
in this game, apparently.
She's the only one in this game that's not a complete asshole.
She's the least offensive character in this game.
So how are they gonna make Kara a dick, I wonder? Never mind, I guess I might as well see for myself, but you're telling me they actually managed to do that?
Kara's just a complete blank slate.
But Pedro, where is your humanity?
My humanity was destroyed when it was revealed.
Sorry, go on.
My humanity was destroyed when it was revealed that you know what? I have no idea where I'm going with this joke.
Alright,
So I'll just abort.
It's time to take control once again of Marcus.
Yay! The character that I hate the most.
Okay.
My favorite.
Okay, I'll admit. The thing about Marcos for me is like, well, so far he's portrayed the least amount of character from what we've seen or played as him. I guess maybe we're supposed to wait.
No, that's a thing, Jova. It's the entire purpose of this character is to make white males like me feel like pieces of garbage. That's the entire purpose of this character.
Wasn't that the point of all androids in particular?
Well, yeah, but this one in particular really
Focus is on the revolutional stuff. Also, mechanic and android birds.
Android birds.
Because why not?
Okay.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently,
Okay. I have to point out a problem here. So
that bird from the infomercial we saw back in April 1st, turns out it's going to be a thing in the future, apparently.
Okay, there are a few problems with this. First off,
Yes, Joel?
you're telling me that we live in a society where everyone hates androids, yet apparently enough people love androids to the point where now they're making even android pets at this point?
Well, to be fair, Jova, this is the only instance where the game shows any kind of android pets, and the guy who owns Marcus, he actually doesn't mind androids. He actually really likes androids.
No. I get that. What you're telling me, though, is like, well, this society that supposedly hates robots to this degree to the point where there needs to be a robot rebellion also has android pets. You're kind of sending mixed messages if society is apparently that okay with robots. Like, I get it,
But don't you see, Jova, only humanoid androids can feel. Bird androids can't feel.
Like, let me put it like this. Since this is obviously a reference to, times of slavery or, of course, the 1960s revolutions or whatnot, it's like, well, it's like if all of a sudden white people thought, hey, we hate black people, but you know what? They really make good entertainers, so let's actually hire them for all our comedies, even though we want society to hate them. It's like,
Again, despite what people like Frank Miller will have you believe, we do not instinctively want to tear each other apart because...
And this is, again, the issue here. It's like, well, again, the fact that, society allows this stuff, wouldn't that... Okay, I guess I'm just confused by this. Why does there need to be a robot rebellion if there are still people in the real world who are willing to see androids for who they are?
This is also...
It's for the exact same reason that there was the slavery thing, Jova, because the androids are alive, and they demand equal rights, they demand the right to their own property, all that stuff.
Mind you, I can give another example, actually.
Well,
I live in...
Go ahead, Scott. Sorry.
Around here in the UK, there's a show called Black Mirror, and the writer of that show, Charlie Brooker, he'd have us believe that people would willingly watch, for any context whatsoever, the Prime Minister of this country fucking a pig.
Okay. To be fair, dudes, Black Mirror is Black Mirror is an intentional extremist show of sorts. Like, well,
yeah,
it shows the extremes intentionally.
It's like the Purge movie if they took themselves too seriously.
So the reason that works is because, well, they know exactly what they're doing. The problem with this is that this is David Cage trying to tell a legit, this could actually happen in real life story.
Well, Jova,
also giant taxidermed giraffe. Because why not?
To give a definitive answer to your question, Jova, there's actually going to be a later chapter where Marcus is going to profess live on television why there needs to be a robot rebellion. So wait till then.
It's for silver.
Oh, goody, chess pieces. I don't know which is which because I guess they're futuristic, but ooh, it's a nice looking chess piece.
It's future, and look at that, a stuffed giraffe.
Yeah, a taxidermy giraffe.
Okay, does this guy's obsession with taxidermy have anything to do with anything, or is it a role? Wait, let me guess.
You can see Jova in the background. He's an artist. He's very eccentric.
I wonder if it's a robotic giraffe. I mean, why not?
Ooh,
I mean, if
piano.
you can have Android pets.
All right, Jova. You said you never heard robot music in the previous part. Here's robot music. Let's see how it is. So, Jova, what do you think of your first taste of robot music?
I mean, I don't.
Also, Jova, considering what you said before, get your inner Joker out of your system. So.
Oh, goody.
Gamers rise up.
The North Pole.
Right.
Again, why do
Life found on Titan? Wait. So Thanos was wrong? Turns out there's still life on Titan?
Not to mention, guys, we discovered that there is life on Titan actually like 2 or 3 years ago.
Again, I don't get this.
It's in a very primordial state, and it's all still on a slight theoretical level, but it's there.
I know I may be beating a dead horse, but again, why bother having a book with pages if they'll just flip through the pages with it like a tablet?
No, Jova. I don't think that's how the books are. I think that those books are like, in a sense that they're still shaped like real books, but they don't have pages. They're just a rectangle shaped thing that uses touch functions. There's no actual pages. I think that's how it works.
The problem pages is that there clearly are pages. Like when he puts that book down to his side, it has the exact shape of the pages.
It's like I said, Pedro. I'm pretty confident that first they were like rendered as books, but then they just added the whole holographic thing on top, and they didn't bother to actually reshape the model.
Yeah, like they should have just shaped them like tablets.
David,
Cutting corners and everything.
Not just that. David, pre-planning is something that is useful. You should start using that.
This is
exactly the kind of bullshit that led to Heavy Rain, where we dropped the entire subplot of Ethan being supernaturally linked to the Origami Killer, and yet we didn't cut out the blackouts from that
entirely.
For some reason.
I think at this point now people are starting to kind of realize the stupidities of this game, at least from what I've seen on YouTube videos lately. Like Heavy Rain, this got praised when it first came out, but nowadays people are starting to dislike it.
You should see Jova called me Kevin's run of Detroit. He completely fucks up your things intentionally. He loves it.
Oh, okay. Okay, I understand, liking a David Cage game like that. It's just like, well, I can get why it's a frustrating cycle, though, and where his games get praise, even when they don't really deserve them.
But anyway, yeah, when to give back to the example of the comparison of Black Mirror, when a thing like Black Mirror when gets the question of, could this be what happens in the real world too? It's because of the fans overthinking. For a game like this, it's David Cage pretty much yelling the question with a megaphone in your face.
I know, right? Like, Black Mirror has an episode where the entire world is completely run by how highly rated you are on social media.
All right, to recap what I've been doing. Basically, I take care of Carl, who's an artist who's unfortunately paralyzed from the waist down, so he needs to go on a wheelchair. Mm-hmm. So I've just put up his breakfast on the table. So now we're going to go and wake Carl up because he's still sleeping.
Okay.
Yes, Jova. Apparently Marcus, at least partially, does my job.
Levels like these, while again, the chores could be considered boring, at least here the set pieces are interesting, and this actually feels like a nice mixture between old-fashioned but also futuristic, in a sense.
Wakey, wakey.
Eggs and bacon.
Let's draw the curtains.
Oh my god, Charles Martinet? How did they drag you in here?
Unfortunately, no. They dragged Lance Erickson in this game.
So, okay, so clearly he's playing another android, right?
Nope.
He's an old fart.
In case you don't know, audience, Lance is famous for playing, I keep forgetting his name, an important android character in the Aliens franchise.
Hold on, we need to administer Carl's medicine, so let's check out future medicine.
Also, he voice acts one of the villains of Tango Season 2, if I remember. The Baron, whatever, I forgot what he's called.
Oh, the Baron was played by Lance Erickson? Huh.
Yeah, I did notice when I saw the pilot.
Well, more like season...
2 pilot.
Yeah,
pilot is only for the first season.
There you go, we're using basically Star Trek logic for the
Of course,
sci-fi
in the
medicine.
future, you have a cure for everything, even
Humans are
AIDS.
such a fragile machine.
Okay,
give credit. The line itself has some meaning to it, but it has been so overused that at this point it's not even funny.
we get it. Humans suck, either it be in physics or in how their bodies are put together.
Humans suck, especially if they're white and male. Don't you know?
Not only that, ever since the Isaac Asimov wrote sci-fi books, people always questioned about what if humans are basically machines that got built, and he sees us as that kind of image, because with the parts similar to that, I'm sort of...
Hold on, Teo, I'm gonna have to interrupt you here.
Oh, here we go.
This is gonna be another thing. Okay, here's the thing about this particular...
Somebody to lean on.
Let me explain this. See, the way this particular motion works is, it's literally a scripted cutscene.
Oh my god, the piano!
See, the way this works is, it's literally a scripted movement, and if you stop pressing the buttons, it just pauses.
Why?
It just pauses, and it will not move on until I continue pressing
David,
the button.
why do we...
It's literally a scripted...
Look at that!
It's literally a cutscene, and your input is not pressing the pause button.
Look at that!
That's your input.
Oh god, this is... Really, David? Really? So the android just stands there in whatever walking cycle he does.
No, he's literally frozen. Like, this is the most scripted. Just when I think David Cage games cannot get more scripted than before, he manages to prove me wrong.
Just
Also,
make
why
a
did he add a
movie.
cat, a stuffed cat?
See, notice. See, there you go.
I don't know. Sure, are you enticed by the stuffed cat?
No.
Why would she be?
I don't know. Maybe that's some reason why they put in a stuffed cat.
Okay, I will give
Look,
credit
I like
to these.
cats, but I don't like taxidermy cats.
I'll give credit to this instead. The technology, the fake technology for the future, used for the wheelchair and how Carl moves around this mansion, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, this level
You'll
is
see
actually...
it in a second, Jova, like how he moves through the stairs to his lab and how he paints.
Yeah, he's explaining his agenda for today. Not that it matters, because we're never going to see any of that shit that he's talking about.
Oh, just look at that.
Be careful, Mark.
Go on the stair lift.
Be careful, Carl. Usually there are falling grannies.
Okay,
when
that
people use
does
these things.
that is pretty neat.
Whoop.
No, Carl. I can call him if you like. No. No, don't bother.
All right, let's continue. Because when I play video games, I don't want to have exciting adventures or do some kind of cool shit or anything. No, I want to take care of a paraplegic old man. This is what the media was created for.
I mean, if this were like an optional bit, I get that. And okay, I get it. Sometimes games don't always have to be excitement or anything. Oh wait, never mind. It's a video game, so it should be fun.
Ta-da!
So
Congrats.
I was keeping it there a bit for suspense.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm enjoying Alfred Pennyworth Simulator
Also,
number
apparently
991.
Russia is invading other countries. Again.
Jesus, Russia, just learn when to give up.
Remember, keep in mind,
Not that it matters in the content for the story. It's
keep
just
in mind, Jova, this game was developed and made in the years where Putin was all over the news. So yeah.
Doesn't Russia outgun?
I don't know.
Dibs.
All right, you can do two things.
It's not like North Korea, I know that.
You can do two specific things, if I recall here. Either play the piano and Carl asks you something, or play chess, I think.
If I remember
The piano.
correctly, I'm
Oh,
gonna go for the
goody.
piano. Let me see.
No.
No, we're gonna do chess, actually.
Yes. Excellent. Now we can go back to the origins of why Kingdom Hearts came to be. It's all well, we all know it's because Master Ericus cheated at chess.
I thought. No, I got my own just thinking arts.
All right, Jova. Now prepare yourself because we're also going to use this chess game to dish out some awesome shitty philosophy. Matrix style.
Okay. Now, never mind. It's not even a mini game. You just select whether or not you win or lose.
Or draw.
What David is trying to put up is that since he's an android, he can perfectly calculate every single move, so he has the advantage over a human.
You know, it's kind of a shame that, we can't actually just play the game of chess. Remember how a way out...
Jova, we can't have that.
Remember how a way out an indie game allows you to play mini games all around the place? Like, I know that had funding, but even still, that was an indie game still. Like, David, do you just hate mini games?
Hold on.
Oh.
Wink, wink.
Don't worry, guys. This time your choice.
Oh my freaking god.
Hey, Jova.
Can you
Again.
feel the hammer?
I'm sorry.
Again, actually, I think there was recently there was that Black Mirror interactive episode on Netflix called Bandersnatch, and part of the story there is making it so that the character is being controlled by someone from Netflix.
Don't you see, Jova? We have to hammer the message into the people's heads because people are stupid.
Okay.
Don't you see?
For art.
Okay, there's hammering, there's sledgehammering, then there's dropping an anvil, dropping a piano, taking the corpse, throwing into the river, and setting the river on fire just to evaporate it, and then nuke it with a nuclear strike.
It has like a crane so you can...
Okay, that does look cool.
I really like this idea for painting.
Yeah.
It is with the cyberpunk setting. I wish the game had more stuff like this.
It's not an overly elaborate thing either.
That actually is the thing. It's like, for a futuristic setting, we don't get to see that much futuristic stuff except for, I guess the androids.
Yeah, like I mentioned in the previous part, it's sadly a potential that it's a bit squandered.
To add to Jova's point, Mr. Cage, writing 101. A good writer expresses his moral vision slowly and subtly through the actions of the characters, not by having the characters constantly repeat the moral verbally over and over.
If anything, it just shows that you have less confidence in your own writing to convey the message.
Exactly, I was about to mention that.
Remember when Theo, that scene in Fair Serev where Zagi dies and the characters are saying over and over about how honorable it is to die for somebody else or some shit.
Well, you're probably not, Pedro.
Oh wow!
I'm sorry, Dubs. Could you repeat that? You cut out for me.
As I said, you probably wouldn't like Dangan. Every time someone dies, I go on and on about how bad death.
Well, okay. To be fair,
that game has executions, though.
Yeah, okay.
That's the entire point, Dweebs. Anyway, hold on. Carl now puts Marcus to the test on multiple levels. First, what he thinks of the painting.
Yes, there is something about it. Something I can't quite define. I guess
It's crap.
The truth is, I have nothing left to say anymore.
Yeah, you and me whenever I play a David Cage game, buddy.
Totally not gonna die.
Jova. That would be incredibly emotionally manipulative on part of David. And yes, that's what's gonna happen, yes.
Is his last name Fredrickson by any chance?
I forgot it. Yeah, actually it is. I think it is. Carl Fredrickson, actually, yeah.
So it's
why does that name sound familiar?
Anyway, Jova,
there you go. Name from Up.
There you go. Let's see if an android can have painting skills, and but Carl will be specific about the requirements.
It's the main character name from Up.
Oh my god, I remember Carl, but what's the Fredrickson? Holy cow!
think it was that.
Probably just a coincidence.
What will
When I
you
first got to this
paint?
part, I thought they actually wanted me to draw something, but
Oh,
that's
I
too
wa-
much. That's too much
also,
to ask.
I've spent several weekends, an entire week painting walls.
wait,
Is
wait,
it-
wait, wait, wait. Was Carl painting Martin Luther King Jr.?
I don't know, Java.
It looked like him from that angle.
Also, look at that. In just a few strokes of a brush, the painting will be practically complete
Well, it's the same
with
with the
shades and
architecture
everything.
from Heavy Rain.
It's
There
heavy
you go.
rain.
Oh my
it's
God.
Heavy rain all over. It's heavy rain all over again.
So there you go. Carly said, "Well, that's nice, but it's a copy. Just make something with your mind."
Painting, wow, painting is easy.
Very
Is David
good.
Cage in that?
Up a little bit.
With this car wants to test the the limits of an android. Can it have imagination?
Is there any reason why Carl's just waiting until now to do
Pedro?
all this?
Is David Cage an artist?
He was a composer.
He was a composer. I don't know if he was a visual artist at some point.
Don't you
Oh,
remember, guys? Don't
Pedro.
you remember, guys? He drew all the sketches of Ellen Page as a kid.
Pedro, please tell me when you composed the face palm.
I don't even remember what I did, to be
Well,
honest.
for now, let's just see in case I will mention it.
They actually included a facepalm option.
But basically, one of the outcomes that you can get, depending on what you choose for Marcus to think about what he's painting, is a guy doing a gigantic face palm.
Androids,
So-
humanity, identity.
I
What do you
wonder
think,
which
guys?
of those that is.
Identity.
Loss.
Identity.
I'm gonna go with you. I'm going with
Despair.
humanity. Androids, despair, doubts, prisoner.
Hope, despair
Hey,
in your
hey,
mind.
that-
Break
yeah,
your
that guy
hand
robbed
until
you
it
with
What
his
gets
you
despair.
believe, figuring out what you
Doubts.
can find.
Staring down
And,
eternity.
and there you go. Now all you have to do is use the touchpad as accordance to the button prompts.
So what happens if your touchpad is broken?
Well,
That's
you
my
can.
problem, Jova. That's why I
So,
cannot
remem-
play this
re-
game.
Well, actually, you can. Remember, you can just pause the game and change the difficulty to casual, which will
That's
change.
Wait,
why
wait,
I
wait,
cannot
wait,
play
wait,
the
wait.
game, I said.
Wait.
Oh,
So
Te-
the
well,
diffic-
Teo, you can just change it for casual for these parts so that it will use the analog stick,
No,
and
no,
after
Pedro,
it's
Pedro,
done,
Pedro,
just change
Pedro,
back to
Pedro.
experience.
Pedro, that's the
Not that
thing.
hard.
Well, that's the thing. Sometimes game trophies kind of have a detection for that.
Oh no, there's no difficulty trophies in this game.
Of course, he
that-
drew himself.
Was that Diego Armando Maradona?
Oh, here we go.
All right, Jova, try to psychoanalyze this guy.
Oh,
This is,
he's the prodigal
this is-
son, isn't he?
This is our new character, Total Jackass.
I was in the neighborhood. I thought I'd stop.
AKA standard David Cage character 101.
Let me guess. Dude, bro, who's a slacker who just mooches off of his father
That's
and
just not
hates
just a- not
androids.
Oh yeah.
Not
You're
just
on
that.
the right track, though, Jova.
Not just that, Joe, but he's a drug junkie.
Again? What happened to the money I just gave you?
I mean, he's acting erratic enough, yeah.
Yeah, you're on
It just evaporates.
There you go.
Oh,
he
let
just
me
said it.
guess,
You're on it.
red
You're on it
eyes.
again.
Let me guess, red
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah. Red eyes, yeah.
Okay, is there just some mafia behind this red icing, and what does this red ice have to do with the plot overall?
It doesn't really. Like, you could literally cut the red eyes from the plot and you wouldn't have changed that much, really. Like,
Why even
Oh,
create
here
a
we
new
go. Just
drug?
listen, Jova.
You'd rather take care of your plastic toy here than your own son, right?
Oh, there's that good old hokey David Cates dialogue.
Smarter, more obedient, not like me, right? You know what? This thing is not your son. It's a fucking machine.
Leo, that's enough. Enough.
You don't care about anything except yourself and your goddamn paintings.
Well,
You've never loved it.
you're just a drug addict in that sense.
You never.
So entitled.
why are you so completely incapable, David, of writing a human being? Why is this so hard for you? Why?
Maybe he's a machine.
I guess that's the only
You
possible.
Let's not forget, Sherroy, that you start Indigo Prophecy off in the tutorial mode playing as a machine, so maybe this is all part of
Oh,
his
that was a thing.
alien race of robots'
Yeah, that
master
happens.
plan.
But it's okay, guys, because now we're back to
Oh, yes. We're about to meet possibly the best character in the entire
now we're
game.
about to meet the best character in the game, Joe.
Yay!
What?
Hank,
He's obviously a good character in
Basically,
this game.
Oh.
can you imagine if Dr. Neocortex was a police cop?
Oh
Clancy
boy,
Brown.
Clancy Brown.
Yeah,
This should
they
be
drive poor Clancy
interesting.
Brown into this.
The only way this could get better if he's paired up with Tim Daly or George Newbern, for obvious
Sadly, no.
reasons.
But the magic of this, Jova, is that for almost all the scenes that he's in, Clancy Brown looks like he just wants to get out from the set.
Yeah.
He really doesn't want to be there.
Why is it so often the best characters are the ones who feel like they can smell the BS and just want to get out of the game?
Which is surprising. He gets to spend his off time in Paris while he's doing this.
Wait. This was filmed in Paris?
Well, yeah, Jova, I remember
Yeah.
French company.
Why
well,
not just...
it's entirely mocap, Joe, so it's not like they need to.
True. I guess it's not like... You know, David, there's a reason why sometimes it's best to not always script a lot of his stuff and just have it be, I don't know, a cutscene.
Find Lieutenant Anderson.
Let me guess.
Basically, Jova, Connor was assigned to work as a partner to Lieutenant Anderson, aka Hank, aka Clancy Brown's character.
Is he a down on his luck cop who's wallowing away in a bar, perchance?
He's the generic gruff cop who drinks and he hates androids, of course.
But let me guess,
But
this story is about his...
Exactly, Jova is about to find out that working with an android may actually be a good thing.
So
it's an anti-Rob.
Oh, cool!
He's
You
a
can
bad
pull a Black Mirror and analyze people before you've even met them.
Basically, it's me trying to find who Lieutenant
And,
Anderson.
Let me guess, it's that guy over there. No, not that guy. The guy with the mullet.
Yeah, the guy
Yeah.
that looks like Dante in Devil May Cry 5.
Yeah, he does look like him, just with more facial hair.
People made comparison already, Joe.
Dante played by Clancy Brown.
I
Maybe.
cannot even imagine Clancy Brown saying stuff like this party is getting crazy.
Again, it's such a shame that Connor isn't voiced by Tim Daly or George Newbern, because then we could have literally had the adventures of Lex Luthor and Superman.
There he is. And there you go. The
newborn voice in.
Hold on, Dreams. The photo that you saw for the profile of Lieutenant Anderson was actually a photo of Clancy Brown being young without his beard.
So tell me, is he the best character in the sense that he's a character who actually, talks like a human, or he's a character who's just the most funny?
He's the best written character, yes.
Yeah.
It's probably the bit that wasn't.
These
written.
two in particular are the only characters in this game that actually have some kind of investment in, because they're me and Teo are still in Shiroi, as she just said. Me, Teo, and Shiroi, Jova, are still plainly convinced that this particular plot was written by the other two writers. I refuse to believe that David Cage wrote Hank. I refuse.
Also, hearing Clancy Brown swearing is actually very surreal. But don't forget, Pedro, that there's also a character in this subplot at the police station that it's pretty much written
I
by David Cage.
I know that, Teo. But the writing of Hank in particular. There you go.
Just a reminder to you that Clancy Brown plays. Oh boy, Clancy Brown is actually two people in the MCU. He's
Sortre.
Okay. Yeah. He's an ancient demonic being who menaces Thor in Thor Ragnarok, and then on Earth he's a retired military man who's kind of not in cahoots. Let's just say he has a history with Frank Castle, aka the Punisher. Funny how reincarnation works that way, huh?
Yep.
I guess
I'm also
the reason
convinced that a lot of lines and behavior of Hank was improvised.
I gotta wonder, is this like Sharknado when they just found Clancy Brown at a bar and said, "Hey, you want to be in this game?" Oh, I mean, trust me, it wouldn't be the first time it's happened. Like, there's actually a cold open in Friends where it's literally just Robin Williams and Billy Crystal who got asked, "Hey, can you be in this cold open?" because they just happened to be there.
Well, remember, Kingdom Hearts happened due to a conversation in an elevator, so...
Yeah.
So basically, an android and an evil scientist walked into a bar.
Huh.
Okay.
Neocortex and Clank?
Can this friendship work? Tuning out in the next part.
Yes. See ya.
Yeah.